En la forma regular de ir mostrando el mundo, hemos ido varias veces a Malta. ¿Por qué? Porque tiene muy buen material, además de que el contenido de esos cassettes nos muestran un público muy entretenido, muy divertido y con una historia muy, muy fuerte. ¿La compartimos? ¿Nos acompañan en este viaje?
Malta may be best known for its sun and sea, but the island's true power lies in its strategic location, which led to it being coveted by Europe's leading powers, from the Romans, Arabs and medieval monarchs, to the Knights of Malta and the Ottoman Turks, through to the Axis powers and the British. Each has left their mark, giving Malta more historic sites per square mile than any other country. Valletta is a great choice for a European city break. It's a short transfer from the airport, and once there you won't need a car. It's a small and very walkable city. For accommodation, choose from one of the many boutique hotels in the city. Most are conversions of historic buildings, full of history and character, but with no compromises on 21st century comfort. For a classic choice, the Phoenicia Hotel is the grand dame of Valletta. Just steps away from the city gates, the Phoenicia comes with the added facilities of beautiful gardens, a lovely infinity pool and the deep nature spa. Dining out in the city can be a starry affair. There are 3 Michelin-star restaurants within the city walls. But there are dozens of other restaurants too, many with alfresco dining and lots of cool bars to hang out in till the small hours. The Upper Baracca Gardens is the place to head to get your city bearings, with the iconic views of the Grand Harbour laid out before you. Time your visit for 4 p.m. to catch the daily gun salute. The whole city of Valletta is listed as a World Heritage Site, and there's layer upon layer of history to uncover. From the prehistoric to tales of the Knights of Malta, right up to World War II and modern life in 21st century Malta. Not only is the architecture fascinating, there are plenty of museums, churches and historic houses to explore, with willing guides on hand to give you as much information as you want or need. At Casa Rocca Piccola, for instance, a 16th century palace of a Maltese noble family, visitors often get to meet its current custodian and resident, Nicholas, the 9th Marquis de Piero.
It's called Piccola, which means small, not because it's particularly small, but because once upon a time there was an admiral here called Rocca. Early days of Valletta, 1500s, after the Great Siege and all that, he was very active. Slowly money poured into Malta because of the victory against the Turks, and everybody wanted Malta to become the southernmost bastion of Christianity. And so things went very well. The navy grew and the admiral built a bigger house, Casa Rocca Grande, and this one had to become Piccola because it was the first one, but it is the original, it is the old one.
The Museum of Archaeology in Valletta is a must for those looking to explore Malta's prehistoric landmarks. And then follow up with visits to the many sites across the islands, including Gigantia on Gozo, the site of the world's oldest temple. For a day out from the capital, the fast ferry can take you directly from Valletta to Gozo in just 45 minutes. Or you could take to the water by chartering a private boat, head to Camino, or simply explore the coastline. Still on Gozo, a visit to the Citadel in Victoria is well worth your time, both for the history and the magnificent island views from the often windy heights. And last but not least, back on Malta, a visit to Mdina, which served as the island's capital from antiquity until the medieval period, is yet another of Malta's historic must-sees. It came to be known as the Silent City once it was no longer the capital, and to this day is a blissful place to wander the quiet, narrow streets and let the centuries slip away.